Hello Capricorn, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your energy update. So I'm mixing things up a little bit now, doing an energy update rather than a weekly read, because everyone's on different timelines. So whenever you find this, it's when it's right for you and you need this message. So I'm going to pick out the cards now. I'll see you when all the cards are out on the table. So there we go, Capricorn, we've got all your cards out now. Let's get into the reading. So first card out, Emperor. Wow, what amazing energies. It took some time for that card to come out, but this is you owning it. Really, it's like your life is really taking off now. Maybe you've got a business or a job, or just things have started working for you now and you feel like you're in control of things. This is someone that is in control of things now. Really nice energy, a really nice energy for the Emperor there. You've also got the Knight of Voices out with that too, and so it's like you're flying now. It feels like maybe something that you've been working at for a long time, Capricorn, is finally getting going now. It's finally moving forward, swiftly moving forward. It feels like you've been trying to get to this place for a long time, working hard at something, putting that work in, putting the hours in, that kind of thing, and now it really is taking off with this Knight of Voices here. Let's get some clarity on that. Why the Emperor for Capricorn? Why the Emperor? Okay, you've got meditate and communication coming here. So things have been working out and you're in the flow, and this is asking you to meditate and to stay in that flow. It's like one foot in front of the other. The reason that you've got to this Emperor status now, Capricorn, is because you've been putting one foot in front of the other. You have been following your guidance. You've been taking action on the things that have been in front of you. And it's just saying, this is pretty much saying, carry on as you have been doing it. You're following your intuition. That's why things are working out for you now. And so keep on doing that. So if you're feeling stuck at the moment, if you're like ready for the next step, you don't feel it's happening, just do this. Just do what you've been doing. Tune in again, and that communication will come in through your intuition, through an external sign. Your higher self will get that information to you somehow. You could get a private reading, right? So Knight of Voices is in with that. So this is like swift movement now. It's like you're flying now. Things have started moving, which is kind of strange because that suggested maybe some of you are in a bit of a stalemate at the moment, waiting for that next step. Okay, right. So for this fast forward movement, for this I'm flying, it's all flying ahead now, it's all flowing. You've got transformation and innocent here. So it's a bit of an internal transformation going on to get this moving. If there is a little bit of stagnation in this, it'll only be a little bit of stagnation because these cards are saying it's all going on for you right now. If you need a transformation, if you are waiting for that next step, then it's going to be an internal transformation of you returning to your innocence, of you finding that innocence again. So that means feeling like you deserve the world, Feeling like you did when you were a kid and you allowed people to take care of you, anyone to take care of you, and you felt entitled to ask for food from anyone, that kind of thing. It's just getting back to that innocence and knowing your worthiness and knowing that you deserve great things, as you always have done. So this is really promising. And look at this. What's really behind that is joy. You're headed toward joy now. And with these daisies all lined up like that, it's like a path of joy. Dragonfly, it's about spiritual groundedness. So you've got it all going on in this card, and it's leading you toward joy. From the spiritual groundedness there, they're actually butterflies. I saw them as dragonflies. The butterflies. So from the transformation, one step forward, one step at a time on these daisies, it's heading you toward your joy. So it might seem like it has been slow going. It won't be. If it has felt like that, you're moving into more fast forward times. But the key to the fast forward for you is finding that innocence. So it's all about you feeling valuable, you feeling like you deserve it, you being open to receive and for things to go your way, that kind of thing. And this is exciting. Look at this. You've got the Fool card here. So you are on the edge of a cliff. Something really exciting is about to happen. And it's not falling off a cliff and crashing to the ground. You're taking that leap of faith, and it's into, look, all of this sacred destiny going on down here. So you are headed towards something really good. It might feel to me here, like, or to you too, Capricorn, that you know what your destiny is, know what you're heading toward. That's why you want this swift movement now. But this is saying, yeah, you've kind of got it right, but there's a bit of mystery to the path too, and you need to take that leap into the unknown, because there's some magic here for you. There's some like life path magic for you here with the Fool there. Now you've got the Muse of Material, so it is all about your material stuff here. This is the King of Pentacles. So this is you like owning that. It's very similar to the Emperor card, but the Emperor is all of the kings, right? This is just one of the kings. So it's you owning that material path, the path to your material stuff. So it feels very much like you Capricorns, you've got your own business, or you're really working towards something financial, or a new house or something like that. You've got a big goal, a big material goal. And it's great because when you have a big material goal, that's when the universe gets into action, and then it has this journey for you. It has this mystery journey for you to leap into. It will take you there. If we don't want the material stuff, then there's very little fire and passion inside of us. If we're not going for something in life, then the universe can't lead us somewhere. It's not going to put a path to nothing in front of us. So we've got to want things. And so I feel like it's you wanting things, wanting the material that is bringing this new path in. It's not a new path. It's not completely different. Not like Aquarius, they've got a completely new path opening up, having to let go of anything. You're not. You're like on the way. You are on the way. You're already on it. But this is saying like there's a next exciting step to take, and you've got to let go more to get into that. You got blame and compassion here. So however you felt it's been slow. Oh, I didn't get some clarification for joy then. I'll go back to that. But however you've been thinking it's been slow, you need to like let go of that blame, putting blame. This feels like an excuse. So you can really step into this journey when you drop those excuses like, oh yeah, well, because of COVID, nothing's working out, or nobody's got any money, or whatever. So any kind of excuse like that, it's not true, because people are thriving, people are doing things. Even on this little island, we're the safest place in the world. I'm in the safest place in the world for COVID, by the way, and my little island. And I've got a couple of friends that have opened up businesses during this time, even though we don't have the tourists here, and so there's been a lot of change, a lot of businesses closing. There's still businesses opening up, there's still people thriving. And so the excuses, you need to drop those excuses, because you can't take those excuses forward and go on this new journey. And so have compassion for yourself. Our ego mind, it's always going to come up with excuses, but they're not true. You need to let go of them so that you can enter into that magic. And it's like her falling backward there, it's like one of those trust exercises. This is like a trust exercise for you. Why the Muse of Materials? What is Capricorn going for? It's something big. It feels like something big. Yes, it is. Look, it's everything. Abundance and fulfillment. Yeah, and abundance is part of that, right? For sure, your material stuff is a part of that abundance and fulfillment. This is awesome. You're going for it all. You've got your sights set high, and that's a really good thing. Masculine energy is behind this. Let's get some clarity on that. I'll leave the joy to the end. There's a reason that I left that out. Even though there wasn't a conscious reason for me to leave that out, I feel like leaving it till the end now. So masculine energy is behind that. So you've got this drive and you're using your masculine energy. We're all a mixture of masculine and feminine energy. So this isn't saying that you're a man. But when we balance that up, or we balance our receptivity, we put our wishes out there, we're doing that law of attraction, that very feminine stuff, and being open to receive. Do all of that, but also use our masculine energy too, creating the videos, putting yourself out there, making those phone calls, doing all of that stuff. You've got that balance going on. Let's get some clarity on that. Yeah. So freedom, love and joy and detachment. So this is very specific. So Capricorn, if you listen to law of attraction teachers before, or any kind of teachers really teaching about success, saying that, oh, what was that? Something work week, the 4-hour work week or something like that. It's all lies. You can't do that. We all need to put this masculine energy. Anyone that's got anything has put a lot of work into it. It doesn't have to be hard work, but you put the time in, yeah. And it's something that you're passionate about. So this is telling me you need to detach from that. The idea that freedom, love, and joy can be so simple, you don't need to do anything for it. It's not true. We need to be balanced, masculine and feminine. We can't just receive it. We can't just sit on our ass and wish something and just receive it without putting the work in, because the resources are inside of us, and we do those. We make things for people. We do services for people. We create stuff in the world. Then that energy comes back to us. It's reciprocated. And I feel like you're getting that now, but that is what's behind this. So you've got like a big abundance material request from the universe now. It's setting you off on this new journey. You need to trust that in that, and it's all about that balance. And I feel like that's what you're getting now. You need to detach from that wishful thinking, the wanting to just receive it in a full 4-hour work week. I wouldn't even be able to record the just these videos, never mind editing them and everything, if I had a 4-hour work week. Nobody with a business has a 4-hour work week unless they've got a real bad business. So the work needs to be put in, and I feel like that you're getting that now. Now, what is all of this about? This is like future energy. I didn't design this spread to be future energy, but in the last two, in Pisces and Aquarius, it has been what's coming in. So it must be for you too. You got 7 of Wands, so this is you feeling in alignment with your passion, with what the work that you're doing. You're feeling in alignment with that. So this is like easy action. So this is telling me you're moving into a period where things are going to be easier, maybe more joyful, more fulfilling. It's going to come easier to you. You're not going to be struggling so much for your money. You're going to be in very aligned kind of taking action. So easy action. This is saying streamline. If it is a business that you've got, streamline it, make it easier. Drop those things in the business that you don't like or that are hard work, and really streamline it, work smarter, that kind of thing. That's what you're going to be doing. So yes, you're going to still be putting that work in, but you're going to be very centered in that. 10 of Voices here, completions of things, cutting stuff out at the ending of something. And so that tells me, yeah, you're going to need to streamline. You need to cull things that aren't really in alignment with you, that aren't really good for you, that are a little bit too hard work, maybe things that you were doing for money before, that is taking a lot of your time and it's not giving you a lot of reward. That's that kind of thing. So there's stuff to chop away. That's what you've got coming. 7 of Wands, much better, easier action to get what you want. So it is kind of this detachment from the wishful thinking. You've done that wishful thinking thing, and look, it's manifesting. You can't get it for nothing, but you are being led into that easier freedom, love and joy, and you've put the work in to get there. So why the 7 of Wands? You got encouragement and jealousy. So you are going for something that has previously felt like it's been out of your reach. So the only reason that we feel jealous is because we look at something that we don't think we can have. We look at someone having something or doing something we don't think we can have ourselves. It's just that belief that we don't think we can have it ourselves that causes us to feel jealous. Otherwise we just look at them and we go, oh great, they've got that, I can have it too. There wouldn't be that jealousy. And so let your jealousy be the encouragement that you are on the path to that. The other thing about jealousy is if you're seeing something in someone else, you can have it yourself. It wouldn't be in your reality. You wouldn't see it in someone else unless you can have it yourself. So this thing that you're working toward, any jealousy that goes on, let that encourage you that you are headed toward that same thing too. So if you've got your own business and you're seeing someone doing much better than you, let it fuel you. Say, I am headed there. I'm claiming that. I can have it for myself. I can have it. So turn that jealousy into encouragement and keep on. That's how you're going to get that balance. And that's how you're going to like move forward on this full path, this new path that you've got to it. It's an easier path. It's a working smarter path. Why the Ten of Voices? What have you got to cut out? You already know. Go within, follow your knowing. You've already got the intuition of what you need to cut out. It's the stuff that feels bad. It's the stuff that's hard work. It's the stuff that makes you feel a bit resented because you're putting a lot into it and you're not getting a lot out of it. That's all the stuff that you need to cut out now. So it's time to do a cull, or it will be soon. Time to do a cull, cutting out whatever is making you feel bad. We have this emotional comfort zone, right? And so we'll only allow our joy to get to a certain level, and we'll only allow like negative feelings to get to a certain level. And as we kind of raise our vibration, that raises up. And as it raises up, we can't just raise that and keep that down there. We've got to let go of the negative stuff too. So that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be feeling more of the negative stuff. And that whole process, that's why something can seem good when it first comes into our lives and then it feels bad. But it's because we're raising our vibration up, and then suddenly that good thing that was at the top before is now at the bottom. It's time to let go of that so you can raise your vibration up. That bandwidth remains the same. So if you don't let go of stuff here, you can't raise it up there. But what have you got behind this whole working easier and cutting things out? Psychic development. So it is very much about your growth. It's always about your growth. It's not about the material stuff. The material stuff inspires you to move forward, Capricorn. But it's all about your growth. Like you are this transformation into this swan. It's all about you. You're the important thing, not the stuff. Not the stuff. But that doesn't mean the stuff's not important, because it does fuel you. So what about this psychic development, this letting go, this working smarter? Okay. So it's how you're of service. Like I was really getting that vibe that you've got your own business here. A lot of you have got your own business or a career path, that you're just really owning. And you've got these mirror reflections around you, the way that you're being of service. And you're one of them, your level, you're kind of feeling it, but you're not at that level yet. You're not receiving that stuff back from that level yet. That's what it's all about. This path here, it's getting you to receiving back from that level. So maybe I'm as smart as them, I do as much as work as them, I'm providing the service that they do. These mirror reflections to me, they're really successful, or they have all of this money and I don't. What's with that? Well, this is the path to that. It's just you putting that smarter work in, easier work in, looking at the jealousy. So these mirror reflections, you could be a bit jealous of that, using that as encouragement instead, and cutting the stuff out so that you can raise that bottom level up. It's all about your development and your psychic development. It's the way you're thinking about things. This is beautiful. You've got the sacred lotus as well, about enlightenment. It is all about you and your psychic development. No mud, no lotus. You've got to go through the hard times, right? And you're learning about yourself and you're learning about things. This is a business. It could have been a business that you started off a long time ago and it's been a struggle. Now it's getting easier, and it's going to get easier and easier and easier, because it's all about your development. And so the challenges are for a good reason. That's why the Buddhists love the lotus so much. It's on everything here, because it comes out of that, and it's always out of our faults, isn't it? It's out of our triggers, our faults, our challenges. No, there's no great people in the world that haven't had a lot of challenges, and so no mud, no lotus. Now, what about your love life? Because there's not been a lot about your love life here. Interesting that the lotus came out there, because you've got this religious factors. Your love life has been influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I'm not really picking up from this whether you're in a relationship or not. Of course, you're all going to be different. But religious factors are affecting you. So whether you want to get into a relationship and you're not finding someone who's aligned with you, it could be something to do with this psychic development too, and maybe it's connected with religious factors. Maybe you're trying to do some good in the world or something like that. It's asking you to move away from that, from your religious focus. Move away from your religious focus, or your anti-religious focus if it's within a relationship, or you're going for someone that has that. Religions, the spirituality in those religions, right? Religions kind of lock you into a certain way of thinking of things, whereas spirituality is very open, is very unique to you. I think this is calling you to refocus yourself on spirituality and move away from them religious factors. Maybe that will open up your love life, because I haven't picked up anything about love life in this, so maybe you just put that on the back burner. You've not been focused on it. But here you've got this could be the one. So some of you are trying to get into a relationship, or your next one is going to be the one when they do come in, if you're not focused on that at the moment. And you've got engagement here as well. So your love life is ascending to a higher level. You're going to get what you want. You're going to get commitment. And it feels like you're committed to this path in yourself as well. And that's what happens, right? We get committed to ourselves. We get committed to our money, to creating this material stuff that we want, to us following that path and then taking this new path and working smarter. That's all about commitment to yourself. And that is very attractive. That kind of energy is very attractive. It brings someone in that's doing the same thing and wants the same thing for you too. So this could be the one. Tell us more about this. Yeah. Some of you you've got this peace card because some of you are just at peace with that. You're not focused on it. You're not trying to bring someone in at the moment. You'd like one, but you're not trying to because you're focused on all this other stuff. And so it's brilliant that you're at peace with that. It's like you're bringing in the one. For those of you that are single, you are bringing in the one with this focus that you've got. As long as you refocus away from that religious stuff and into more spirituality, be more open-minded with that, because it could be that your one has got a different background to you religiously, or psychic development. Engagement. If you want a committed relationship, it's coming in, as I said, as a reflection of your commitment to yourself and your commitment to your dreams and your commitment to your business or your career, all of that stuff. And so, right, some clarity on this engagement. Sabotage and face the situation. So this engagement, okay, I'm just looking at this card again. He's putting a ring on a finger, right? He's got dark clothes on there and he's got a hat on and he's focused on the ring on her finger. Look at her face. He's not looking at her. He's not looking deep in her eyes, committing to her. She's kind of, whatever. She's not even looking at the ring. She looks really bored. This to me is telling me that you wanting to get into a committed relationship, or maybe you're trying to make it work with someone that's not really a match with you, and you're wanting to take it to the next level as if that's going to help, but really it's boring. It's boring to you. And so don't sabotage anymore. That's just for some of you that's that message, because I was told to look at that card then, and when you look at it, it's like, that's not an exciting engagement picture. That's someone wanting to control someone else's picture. So just watch out for that, because the sabotage card came out with it. And you've got to face it, some of you. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. You can have it, but not in that person that's boring you. So for others of you that haven't got your sights set on someone, this next one that comes in, yeah, you're going to have to face some sabotages that you've got with relationships. Before you get there, there could be that religious factors, but yeah, the one that's coming in could be the one. It could be the one for you, the big one you're going to have this commitment with. I'd just be wary of that. I'd be wary of rushing into the commitment just with these cards of clarity coming out for it. So let's get some clarity on this joy card again. Back to the Emperor and the Knight of Voices, and what's behind that is joy. Perfect way to end off this reading, hopefully. Ooh. That's interesting. So you got blame and you got travel. So there's something that this new path that you're on, this path to joy, maybe you're blaming like COVID stuff and borders being locked down so you can't go where you want to go, something like that. But what I know from doing a lot of readings through all of this stuff is that no matter what the external conditions are, it's all for our own good. And so it could be anything. It could be COVID blocking it, or borders blocking it, or your money being taken away, or losing your passport. Anything could happen to provide the restrictions to stop you from doing something. This seems to me like you've been seeking your joy, trying to make a big change and go somewhere else, and you've been blocked from that because this new path doesn't require that travel. And so it's just the universe protecting you from that. It is heading you towards your joy, but you need to let go of that to find that joy. Interesting way to end it. I was thinking that it was going to be kind of different than that, but there you go. So if you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. How do you like the new style of readings? Are you digging it? This energy update kind of thing. So it's a bit timeless, so it depends. You could be ahead of the game. This could be like a prediction for you. It could be what you've just been through. It could be what you're going through right now. So it seems more useful to me, but you let me know. You let me know in the comments. If you do want a private reading with me, come along to BeHealing.com. Sign up for my mailing list. When you're on there, you'll get a $5 voucher. You can use as many times as you want. I have a half price sale every weekend as well. And so if you do want a private reading with me, check out BeHealing.com at the weekends, especially to sign up for one of those half price readings. Have an awesome week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.